thoughts, look at how I thrive. Stronger than I ever knew I could be. Every drop of sweat is a gift to me. Shake low, jump high, feel the freedom grow. Heart strong, mind clear, let the old things go. This joy, this fire burning in my soul. I'm on a mission and I'm ready to roll. Move for me, don't you stop. Dance it out, take it to the top. Every beat, every move, I'm setting me free. Yeah, this power's rising inside of me. Move for me, feel that spark. I'm getting brighter even in the dark. This is my time, my shine, my victory. I'm doing something strong, I'm doing this for me. Step back, breathe deep, I'm alive, I'm strong. Kumbia in my heart and I'm right where I belong. Thank you body, thank you soul, look how far I've come. I'm proud, I'm unstoppable, and I'm not done.
Coming. I forgot my reading glasses in the bathroom. Not that I was reading in the bathroom. Well, hello there, everybody. Hopefully, this will not buffer. Y'all will have to let me know if I'm buffering in the comments because I can't tell when I'm on a live stream and I can't use a second device because I'm not dropping another $300. Oh, there. I can actually see you guys. Well, hello. Happy cruising. And yes, you're going to see my finger in front of the camera a lot. There we go. Because my camera is right here and all the comments are right there. So, hey, Lieutenant Grace. Hello, Cookie. Good to see you. Hey, Sarah. Nice to see you. Yeah, definitely stop by for the replay. Let's see who else we got. I am on a ship. Oops, see, I put my finger right in front of the camera. So there's my balcony, and there is that magnificent hammock. I would be out there, but I don't want to be rude and be yammering because everybody can hear you when you're out there. And then this is my water bottle. This is the bed. It's kind of weird because it's got that like arm. See that blue arm thing? Because this is Virgin, and see this platform. They kind of designed it to be like an entertaining space. So that way, like you can split the bed apart and turn it into half of it into a sofa. But they were aiming at people like in their 30s who are going to be glamorous and have people in their room for cocktails. And it's a bunch of 60-year-olds just wandering around the ship. I don't know. It's a weird mix of uh mid 30s to 70s, a bunch of older Gen Xers who have no life. And then some people partying, but it's been a lot of fun, and the hype that um Virgin gets about, oh, it's so risque, blah blah blah. It is not risque. Yeah, are there more gay and lesbian couples on board? Yes. So what? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm glad that they're comfortable to be themselves uh, on a cruise ship. Were there people dressed scantily clad at the pool party last night? Yes, but who cares? They had all their clothes on. They weren't doing anything obscene. Some of the theater shows, uh, like one of them, they had maybe some adult suggestive jokes, and several of the scenes had clothing more like you would see like in burlesque style, but it was all very tastefully done. Lots and lots of fun. Yeah, so it's just been a really good time, and the food has been amazing. Um, just yeah, truly, it's been truly amazing. It's been, I don't know. Wasn't quite sure what to think because I've been on Royal Caribbean where you go on and they have these big sweeping open atriums where the promenade and everything's open and there's like two levels and it's like a shopping mall. And then I'm on this ship and everything's more intimate, and like not really close. Well, I guess kind of closed in. There's not a lot of big open spaces except for the main atrium is a little bit open. Obviously the pool decks are open, but there are a lot of smaller spaces. But there are still a lot of places to be outside that don't involve having to be up at the pool deck. There's a bunch of little, there's so many different places to get food, which has been really great. So, has anybody on here? There's 16 of you on here. Has anyone else been on Virgin Voyages? I'm really enjoying it because, man, the service is great. Um, and Grace, how is the food? I would say like 95% of everything that I've tried has been fantastic. There have been a few misses, and one is with the beef. I don't know what they're doing, but like most of the restaurants only have like one beef choice, and it's usually like a ribeye steak. And it seems like every restaurant is cooking that steak too far in advance and then letting it sit. So when it comes out, it's like you can tell that it's been cooked and been sitting a while. And it's not bad. The flavor's amazing, but it's not like they're not serving it up fresh. Uh, and the menus are very limited at each restaurant. So far, Extra Virgin has been my favorite, and that is an Italian restaurant. And I had like this cannellini bean soup that just, it was so fresh. If anybody, it's kind of like, sort of like a minestrone soup, but like just fresh, fresh. It was so good. And then I had an agnolotte pasta, which is like, it looks like a little piece of candy, like a candy wrapper filled with, was it oxtail? I don't know. It was just freaking good. But yeah, most of the food's been really, really good, and there's just food everywhere. So that's been it's been a little bit of a problem. Yes, please make sure you're hitting the like button to let um, YouTube know that you like the video. And then it'll push it out to more people. Because I got a good topic today talking about food guilt since I am on a cruise, trying to live my life. And well, once we do the weigh in, you'll see why. Why I'm struggling a little bit. And yeah, Candace, that's right. You are going on Virgin Voyages in April. Um, so I think you're really going to enjoy it. You may feel, I don't know, because I have a feeling that you don't know how to be pampered. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I think the service here is just so good. Everybody is very happy to get you whatever. Like, even if you go in a place where it's not table service and you sit down and it has a little board on the table with a little red flag, you just have to turn the flag on and they'll get you whatever you like. Uh, even if it's not like a table service place, they're happy to do it. Some of the cruise lines, when you get on board, unless you're buying something that has a tip attached, like a soda or a alcoholic drink, they don't want to have anything to do with you. And I only drink water, and so I really struggled on the last couple of cruises because I'd sit down somewhere and I'd really want to drink a water, and uh, I just couldn't get one because the waiters didn't wanna have anything to do with me. When I was on Norwegian, I had a really big trouble in the dining room because I wasn't ordering alcohol or something extra with my meal, and they would realize that when I'd order, and then they'd just disappear. They'd give me my food, but they wouldn't provide me service because 'cause they're not getting paid extra to do it. So Virgin is great in the fact that people aren't waiting around for you to give them tips like they do on some other cruise lines. There's no guilt or expectation. And also the same with like your cabin attendant. There's no expectation that you leave an extra tip in your cabin. Once your gratuities are included in your fare, they do break them out separate so they you can see them because of US law. But there's none of this like, oh, we're tacking on tips to your bill, and then we're always encouraging you to leave tips. No, what they want you to do is remember their name and give them a good review. So that's the only thing that I've I have been asked, like, oh, well, if you love the service, make sure you remember my name at such and such and just leave a great comment for me. And that's all that they have asked. No, Candace, I haven't ordered room service, and I was thinking of doing that tomorrow because I'm booked at a restaurant for dinner that I don't necessarily want to go back to, and it's called Pink Agave, and it's the Mexican restaurant. And let me tell you, I love Mexican food. The challenge is 75% of what they have there has corn in it, either like whole corn or corn flour. So last night I ate there for dinner because I already had a reservation, uh, and I couldn't change it. Nobody else had any availability, and I didn't want to go upstairs to the food court to get food again. And I ended up having like an appetizer of fried potatoes with chorizo, but there was no sauce. They couldn't give me the sauce because it had corn flour in it. And I had a ribeye steak with melted cheese on it, and that was it. I got no vegetables. No, they don't have like substitutions if you have a food allergy. But I definitely want to try the room service. It come like I have to order it on the tablet, but every time I've tried to look at it, it has been in a time period when they're not serving food, so you can't even see the menu. But it comes straight from the kitchen, so you get a pretty good choice of what you want to order. But they also too have like takeaway food. Up in the galley, they and down at the dock, what it was deck 7. So down at the dock, they also have like a little cooler that has pre-made food. Hold on, let me grab my box and I'll show you what some of the stuff comes in. So this is an example of like what a side dish would come in. So I got uh what did I get? Trail mix. So there was like about a quarter cup of trail mix in here that I just picked up and grabbed and took to my room. And you can't really see this, but it usually says like don't throw away. They will come collect these. And if you pick them up anywhere else or you leave them in another restaurant on the table, like when you're done eating, they'll just come collect them and rewash them and reuse them. But there's like Caesar salad, there's a chicken salad. Uh, what else? So they normally have a cake that they have in that, some pudding, and a couple other side dishes and a couple sandwiches that they usually always have that you can just grab and go. But most of the places I noticed that if you ask if you can take it back to your room, not in the main restaurants, they won't do it. But in the galley, they'll put a cloche on top, which is like the plate covering with a little hole in the top. They'll put that on it and let you take it back to your room. And so Grays is asking, so how are the shows? The shows were good. Uh, I actually liked the shows. Let's see, today I saw Love, Love, Love with the hostess, and it was a British woman, and she had two dancers, and they were kind of going over the different types of like, love as like acts of service or touch or I can't remember the others, but there's a book on it about the different types of love, of how people receive and give love, gift giving. They kind of, talked a little bit about it, but then there were songs in between, but everything was dressed up to the nines, and the manner that it is in is an actual beautiful, beautiful space. I also saw Lola's library, which was a lot of fun. It was kind of like each number that they did was themed around like horror or mystery or romance or something like that. They did like a Dracula one and a Cinderella one, and they had some really fantastic singers and dancers. Uh, and there's other like there's a comedian, and but the musical acts around the ship have been pretty darn fantastic. So there's like a duo playing, there's a Latin band, and then there's like a blues band, and oh my gosh, they play later at night, and they are amazing. And I don't really even like blues that much, but they are amazing. The casino is nice. It's small. Um, so I don't know if you've watched my other video from If You Seek Amy K. I actually had been doing really good in the casino. I was up quite a bit total so far. I had gotten up $1,200, but because I'm chasing points, I no longer have that $1,200, which is very, very, very sad. But that's the name of the game. Was I came on here to get points, and I'm at 1,200 points at the moment, and it takes 3,000 to get a free cruise. Now I do have uh, 600 of the $700 I had in my pocket when I walked on the cruise ship, and so I think I'm planning on only playing 600 of it, but it's really getting tough to mentally to take that out of my pocket and put it in the slot machine because I'd been doing so well. And it is hard. Like for me, it is so hard to play down that money. Yeah, I know, Candace, you said cash out. I did cash out. I did, girl. I cashed out. I walked away, but I kept playing because I'm trying to get in the casino program and I'm trying to get promotional offers after I leave, but they will not say. I have asked 3 different people and they will not say. They just keep saying, "Oh, well, it's 3,000 points to get a free cruise. 3,000 points to get a free cruise." And I'm like, "Well, like when you play, like if I get a certain point level, do you send me like discounts for future cruises?" And they're like, "Oh, well, it's 3,000 points to get a free cruise." And that's all they'll say. So they don't like to share that information because I would love to come back on this ship, but I can't see me paying $4,000 out of pocket for this because that's how much it would cost me uh, for probably an inside cabin. Hey, Britt, good to see you. Yeah, Candace. Yeah, everybody's just being tight-lipped. So I did at least go ask several times because I was trying to get that information, but I guess it's something that they don't like to talk about. Where Royal Caribbean, it's all over their website. Um, they make no bones about it of what you're going to get out of the casino if you're playing. Well, hey, JC Calamity Jane, good to see you. I'm sure I saw most of you already over there in her weight loss update. And oh my gosh, like literally, like how much weight can you lose, woman? Like you are smoking me like crazy town. Like I'm a hot mess when it's coming to losing weight. I can't seem to get it together. Well, hello, Paula. Nice to see you. Oh, I love the photo. That is fabulous. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Okay, so since it's about 20 after, I'm going to go ahead and grab my media assets. And yes, I actually am prepared. I came back to my room about 4 o'clock this afternoon and got myself all together. I'm kind of annoyed at this weigh-in, so I didn't even want to do the graphics, but this is the truth that people, that some people have a smooth ride and it may have a little bit of ups and downs. But honestly, because of the way my weight loss has always gone, I'm not surprised that I'm like having big ups and big downs in circles and that things are just not going to go the way that I need them to go. And, I have my cruise in May, I think May 9th or 10th. I was supposed to leave on the 10th, but I don't think I'm leaving till no, I think I'm leaving on the 10th. I was supposed to leave on the 9th, but so I've got two months in a week to get my act together because I need to lose as much weight as I can before then. And if I were JC Calamity Jane, I'd probably lose 25 pounds by then. But knowing me, I'll probably lose 10 pounds if I'm lucky. So, okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. I'm trying not to get my finger in the way. But so you think it's the type 1? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could very well be that you're able to lose weight faster because because of that. I wish something would light a fire under my rear. I know there's more medications coming out, but people are like, "Oh, well, tie all your hopes to retatrutide because some people are like, well, I'm taking it and it's not everything it's cracked up to be, and I'm not having any uh, appetite suppression, and I'm not having any reduction in food noise. And I'm thinking, well, you're probably not taking real retatrutide then, are you? Because you're not in uh what you call it, you're not in a study. So yeah, so Candace is going to be paying 680 including gratuities for 4 night. That's really a really good price. I think you're going to love it. um I think you're really really going to love the cruise. No children, there's no screaming children running around the ship. It's crazy. It's crazy the difference that it makes, but beware of the old ladies that will knock you off the seat in the casino, because I had that happen. The old lady, like, I guess she was switching machines, and instead of using her words, and when I say old, like I'm 75, 75, 80-year-old woman, instead of using her words and saying, "Excuse me, ma'am, but I'm moving to that machine," she just literally like slid over and bumped me and knocked me off the seat. Luckily, I was still kind of standing. Oh, people are crazy. Yeah, so JC Calamity Jane says, I think the Zepbound allows the insulin to work effectively. Yeah, I'm noticing that like my skin, my insulin resistant skin here and then here, that used to have it in the crease of my arm, has gotten better. So I think my insulin resistance is getting better. Um, I'm noticing that I'm not having as bad of like nausea sometimes in the morning when I would be fasting for too long and let my sugar get too low by like noontime. I would start getting a little nauseous if I wasn't getting lunch in me. And then Dosta says, yeah, but it's not FDA approved. No, it's not FDA approved, but people are ordering stuff that they think is retatrutide because they're calling it retatrutide, but that doesn't mean it's retatrutide. Uh, oh, good, Paula, you're going on the downsize cruise. It should be a lot of fun. Going on Freedom of the Seas. I would say it's a nice ship. The cabins are, it is an older ship. The cabins are in good repair and well laid out. There are no outlets by the bedside, so don't count on that. Um, what else would I say? If you're sensitive to smoke, don't go anywhere near deck 4 or to the port side, left 4 letters. Yes, port side of deck 4 because it's smoking, smoking, smoking. I couldn't get away from it. But yeah, it should be good. I wanted to go, but it's just not at a time that in the month that I can get away. I have things that no one else in my work can do for me and are very important, like payroll. And so I want to get paid. All my employees want to get paid. So I can't go. Hey, so Lieutenant Grace says, hey, what did the children do to you? A lot. Let me tell you, Grace, those children um, on Icon of the Seas were menaces because adults were allowing them to run free unsupervised. So there were children, there was a couple of groups, and one of them had like a 5-year old. So they were anywhere from like 5 to 10 years old in this one group and just running through the ship. They were tearing up the Central Park because they're like looking for ducks, and they were tearing the plants to pieces. And so they finally had to put a sign saying, no duck hiding here. Please do not look for ducks in the plants. But they were running the halls. They were running the promenade. They were messing about with the elevator. So it's not really the children; it's the parents who should be minding their children. Well, hello, TT. Nice to see you. Well, Candace, you'll get it when you get on Virgin Voyages, and there are no children on board. You will love it. Oh, you're heading to a new edition concert. Look at you. I'm going to uh 5 Seconds of Summer and Khalid, not DJ Khaled, but Khalid in Lauv. It's Lauv. I'm going to that concert. One is at Radio City Music Hall, and then 5 Seconds of Summer is at Madison Square Garden. Sadly, I bought my tickets before I looked at the hotels, and I did not realize it is World Cup, world like really like soccer, like football World Cup, and I'm like about to damn die, people, because my hotel, I'm paying $1,200 for 2 nights, and I'm almost to the point where I want to throw away $400 worth of concert tickets because like $1,200, I don't know. Maybe I'll have a big win in the casino and it'll pay for it and I'll quit griping because like it's the second trip of the year that well, that'll be my third trip of the year. This is my first. And like every single one of them, I've either had an airfare or a hotel problem. So my May trip, I'm having airfare and hotel problems. This one, I had airfare problems. And then my June, I'm having hotel problems. I'm taking the train. Well, and of course, they're canceling. They've been canceling my train and moving me on different trains. Uh, yeah, I just travel's not my friend this year. And dose to dose, you're saying that you're hold on. Looking forward to family cruise in November. Oh wait, haha, that would be some. Oh yeah, so Paula, yeah, smoking is allowed in the casino on the Freedom of the Seas. And it does have doors, but because people are constantly walking through to get to playmakers and to get to the rest of the deck, the smoke just wafts right out of it and fills up all of deck four. So if you're sensitive to it, you're gonna lose your mind. So just don't it, which loses you access to playmakers, the casino on deck four, and Bolero, not Bolero, Schooner Bar. So, like everything that goes on the Scooter bar, it just smells like smoke. It's horrid. So, I pray that you don't have a cabin on deck four. I don't know that they have cabins on deck four. But just, stick with deck five. And if you want to play in the casino, there's a non smoking casino up on deck five. And Britt says, "Man, I can't wait to cruise. I'm not near Florida, so I don't have choices leaving California." Great choices. Yeah, there's not a lot of great choices, but there are choices out of uh, Port of Long Beach and Port of Los Angeles because I have sailed out of both. Also, don't forget about San Francisco. They have great cruises leaving out of San Francisco. So, depending on where you're at, uh, there are cruises that go out of San Francisco. There's cruises that go out of New York, cruises that go out of Baltimore. But I understand, I think like you're in Arizona, right? So it's easier for you to go west, but don't discount San Francisco. I took a cruise out of there 10 days to Alaska, went under the whatchamacallit, San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. That was amazing. Hello, Dina. Nice to see you. I'm having a fabulous time on my trip. I am in my cabin, and you can see that there is my hammock that I have spent every evening on, and getting a little bit of a sea view. It is getting dark here. And then for those of you who have missed it, this is my, hold up, this is my bed. So it is like a full king size bed, and you can see the door there, and there is, see, you can kind of see that red like curtain, so that is the closet, and then directly across from that is the world's smallest bathroom. It is actually a small bathroom, super functional, but it is one Amy width wide. So when I sit down on the toilet, uh, and if I put my arm straight down, one arm touches the sink, one arm touches the wall. So it is exactly one Amy wide. And I am a little on the wide side for my short stature. Have always been a little wide. Grace, sorry, those little tears were probably mine. No, Grace, I have every faith that your children are very well behaved. Yeah, adults only cruises are great. I'm loving having no children, and I kind of almost wish there was an upper age limit to get rid of the Grumpy Gus's. Oh my gosh, some of the older people being grumpies. Well, hello, Chris. Nice to see you. Chris's mission, Slim Possible. Jared Leto. Okay. Yep. Arizona a flight is almost more than the cruise. Alaska is the only interested on this side. Like we've been having trouble at work. Like we have a couple people like around the Arizona area, and their airfare has been absurd. I mean, look, I live in the area with one of the cities with the most expensive airfare in the country. So I get it. Like anywhere I want to go, like right now, United's got almost all the Europe nonstop flights like on lockdown. I don't know how they did it, but they're charging three times the price as everybody else. Everybody else is connecting to everywhere that I need to go, but United is like charging like 1700 $1,700. I'm trying to get to Rome on a one way because they canceled my flight, and I'm trying to like rebook, but only United's got the nonstop now. And I'm just like, I can't. I'm using frequent flyer miles, and I'm having to go a day later. I can't go on the day I need to, so it's either go a day later and miss Rome altogether, or go 2 days earlier and uh, then add an 2 extra days of hotel, which is $700. So I don't know. Traveling right now is just getting to be crazy town. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. There are 33 of you watching right now, and I can't see how many have hit the like button because I cannot use any other device uh, to see my YouTube right now. And Britt. Britt, yeah, sorry, Jared Leto. 30 Seconds to Mars. Yes. I'm not seeing 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm seeing 5 Seconds of Summer. This will be my fourth time seeing them. They are really, really great in concert. So just FYI, if anybody likes their music, they are actually fantastic live. So this will be my fourth time seeing them. They put out a new album, and honestly, I haven't even listened to much of it yet. I will get on it and see it. But yeah, I saw them. Now I've only seen them in the United States, and I've seen them one time. I saw them with the Chainsmokers. That was a magnificent concert because they had a song out with the Chainsmokers, so they opened for them at the Capital One Arena. It used to be called the Verizon Arena or whatever in downtown DC, and that was pretty fabulous. The chain smokers were off the hook or off the chain. They were so freaking good. It was pretty darn amazing. Oh, well, thank you, Dee Marie. So, yep, so 13 likes, 32 watching. Well, hey, Jenny, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. I was just about to get ready to do my weigh in 20 minutes ago. And as usual, I'm just running my mouth. And yeah, TT, yeah, it is cheaper to fly from New York or JFK, or Newark or JFK. But I'm like, I don't know, I'm 2 hours from Newark, maybe a little bit more, and that's like if I get to Union Station, but it usually, if I'm taking Metro, it takes me a good hour to get the 14 miles to Union Station. So it ends up being like a hustle. So it's like sometimes it's not worth my time, but I'm not getting good flights. Uh, I almost feel like I need to go up to Philly and check out their flights. I have friends that live in Philly, and I actually have an office for my company in Philly. So maybe I should be looking at that. Well, thank you, Candace. I do try to get out and enjoy my life. I'm really trying to build a community here with this channel, with all the weight loss community, and then over on If You See Gaming K, my cruise travel channel with the YouTube people. So in May, I'm going to be meeting about, I think we got 50 cabins. So like probably like 60, 70 people, because there's a good amount of us coming alone that I'll get to meet that are people who are running YouTube channels. So it's a lot of fun. Hey, Jenny. Oh, it is the orange dress. Yeah, let me stand up. So this was my day dress today. I wore this as my dinner dress the other night, and ended up spilling pizza grease all down the front of it. I was so embarrassed, but I put it in the sink and I washed it, and thank you God it came out. But yeah, this is the. Hold on, let me move you guys over here. So yeah, so this is the orange dress, and I'm not tall enough for you to get a good enough view. Hold on, let me take Jenny off the screen. That might help. There we go. But yeah, and I was worried actually when I put these on when I did the video because I had washed them all and they'd gotten tight. Almost, it felt like a whole size lost. But honestly, I don't know if it's just that I'm actually losing weight and the scale is just not cooperating. But all my dresses actually felt looser when I got on the cruise and was putting them on. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I love this dress. I love the color. But it is one that stains really easily, so I gotta be really, really careful what I touch or lean up against. Okay, let me actually do my way in now. I see people dropping off and they're probably like, this freaking lady, is she ever gonna do her way in? Okay, so let me switch to that. Move the comments off the screen for a little bit. Okay, I actually got to click the right buttons. All the buttons. Okay, there you go. Okay, media assets. First we'll just remind you how fat my cat is. Come on. There we go. This is how fat my cat is. He's not any smaller. Eh, he needs kitties that bound when they the minute they put out kitties that bound, he's getting kitties that bound. Okay, so step count. So this step count uh looks all over the place, and it's because I was really, really busy right before my week before going on vacation. Wednesday was my birthday. You can see I didn't do that much walking that day, but I didn't even get to my goal except Saturday. Saturday was my travel day, and you can see I did 10,004 steps. And I was so tired. I took public transportation from Fort Lauderdale Airport to the Port of Miami. I took the Tri-Link. So I took a free bus to the Tri-Link train station. I took the Tri-Link train for $6 to MetroLink at like there's like a terminal where you connect, but then the pay machine was broken, so I didn't end up paying for the MetroLink or Metro Rail. I don't remember the name of it. And then I took that to the Brickell stop in downtown Miami, and then just called an Uber, and that the Uber was about $20. But you know that burned like an hour and a half, and I'll tell you why I did that in a minute. Calorie intake. I actually did really good. Now, I did take a vacation day Saturday and Sunday because I'm on the cruise and I am on food vacation. So I was actually 10 calories under per day average for the 5 days that I tracked my calories. So I should have at least lost a pound and a half. But we all know Amy doesn't roll that like that. Nothing works for Amy the way it is supposed to work. So here is here is the failure. This is why my title of my live today was I blew it, because I had lost 49 no, I had lost 59 pounds, and I was 1 pound away of hitting my goal of 60 pounds lost by my cruise. So for week 60, shot 53, I gained 4 pounds. So and I guarantee you it was all water weight, because I was whining and complaining that my dresses were not fitting. And no matter how much water I was taking in, it wasn't coming out. And I was swollen like nobody's freaking business. So, as of my official weigh in on Saturday morning before leaving for the cruise, I was only down 55 pounds. So that was a bit of a bummer. Uh, But what are you gonna do? It is, it is what it is. I know that I'm getting my steps in. I know that I'm eating right. Uh, Such is life. I don't know what more that I can do. So hold on, let me turn your comments back on. Uh, yeah, 10K. I know. Can you believe my little legs went 10K? Uh, there you go. Oh, well, thank you for sharing, Kevin Face. Yeah, for anybody, there's a few of you on here that are members. Uh, there is a new emoji, Grace, if you want to check it out and put it in the chat. What is it? Oh, it's a lucky cat. That's what it is. It's a Maniki Neko, which is one of my favorite things. So yeah, so I put in a new emoji. So I'll have to wait until the live stream chat processes. Remember that if you're rewatching this, that anything happening in the live stream chat won't come back up on the live stream replay until 24 hours after. And yeah, Candace, it's definitely all water. And actually, now that I'm on the cruise, I'm still a little swollen. So once I get home, I'm really hoping that I will get rid of all the water. And because I keep forgetting to take my medication, uh, I'm trying. I'm really trying. Yeah, absolutely water weight. Yeah, you're right. There's no way I could eat additional 14,000 calories. But also too, like I went out to dinner with my friends and my brother for my birthday, and I only ate half of my meal, but still all the salt that goes in eating out, it's amazing how much water you can retain from eating that. Oh, okay, there we go. So Grace used the lucky cat, so I can't see it on my end, but all of you can see it in the chat. And thank you, Manny. Yeah, I love Virgin Voyages. This is my first cruise, or a lot of first-time cruisers on here. And if I have my choice, I will definitely come back as it fits my budget. And yeah, so Grace is testing out those emojis. So really, the other thing, like I put on my thumbnail is food guilt because here I am, like all excited about going on my cruise. Can't wait, can't wait. Um, really excited and, swearing up and down. I'm taking a food vacation. I'm taking a food break. Not going to worry about the diet. Not going to guilt myself about food. But then, the day before I leave, like my scale is still 4 pounds up. And I knew I had been struggling that whole week and actually the week before. So I knew it wasn't going to be good. I knew I wasn't going to hit my goal of 60 pounds down. So getting on the cruise and then just like I feel like I'm eating all day long. And I know I'm not. And I know I'm not eating a lot. But it's just like, oh, well, there's this over there. And let me go get a chicken skewer. Oh, well, let me go get a salad from over here. And, I'm not talking like a crazy salad. It's literally just a plain Caesar salad, or let me go get this bowl of vegetables, or because I love vegetables. I could eat my way all day long of just eating fresh vegetables. uh but it's like, oh well, this place has chicken wings, let me go check this out. Or oh, this place has gummy bears, let me go check that out, even though I shouldn't be eating them because they're made of corn syrup, and so I've been itching. But yeah, it's just like there's so much good food on this ship. And I'm kind of, the other night I was having some food guilt really bad of like, oh, well, I shouldn't have just eaten that Cuban sandwich. Uh, because how am I going to ever lose weight if now, oh, look at me, I just put on 4 pounds. So how am I ever going to lose weight if like I'm just eating my way through the cruise? But then I stop and realize I went back through all that I had had, and I'd had like two poached eggs with a little bit of hollandaise. I'd had two slices of bread. I'd had half a um what do you call it? Hash brown. I'd had half a hash brown. I'd had a Caesar salad and some trail mix and a couple skewers here or there. I had a Cuban sandwich, and then I had uh like a maybe a cup of diced potatoes and a very small ribeye steak for dinner, and that was the entire day. But it just, the food guilt just runs in your mind, and it's hard to get out of that mindset, even though, like, not supposed to be thinking about it this week. I'm supposed to just do what I want, when I want, how I want, so I can, like, reset myself to just lift the weight that dieting can put on us, or watching our weight can really put on us. So it was just such a big bummer that I was just lying in bed and thinking about, like, how bad I felt for eating stuff. But yeah, Chris, that happens. But yeah, my dresses are fitting better. The turn skill is abusive. Yes, it's very abusive. I don't like it very much. But I'm wondering, like, I don't know. I've been contemplating getting a new scale, but I've had, like, Renfo hit me up, and then Hume hit me up. But then I found out that, like, some of them you have to pay, like, this subscription fee to get them to work, and I'm not about subscription fees for stuff like that. I just need a scale. But because mine doesn't have, like, quarter or half or tenths, it's tenths, right? Because mine doesn't have tenths, so I can't get, like, 250.1 or point 0.2. Mine is just either 250 or 249. Um, so sometimes I may have actually lost weight, but I can't tell it if it's not more than, like, 3/4 of a pound, so it'll flip over to the next number. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about it, of getting a new one that shows me tenths, but I don't know if I care that much about tenths. So Dina says, "OMG, Amy, you're so true. We need to get together and all the ladies in group cruise. Yep. And you're in Oregon." Yeah. Oh, Oregon's beautiful. Yeah, maybe at some point uh when my both my YouTube channels are up and running a little bit more, and I have extra money and a little bit more time, I was thinking of doing hosted cruises where I say, okay, here's some dates to pick from, and here's some locations, and maybe do one out of the West Coast and one out of the East Coast. Uh, because I know it's, like, really hard to get a lot of people together in a group, and I don't necessarily ever want to be responsible for someone else's booking. I'd rather, like, okay, well, I'm going to be here at this time, and if you want to show up, then you book your own stuff, and you be responsible for yourself and show up, and then maybe we could have some planned events, like a group dinner or a group get together, or maybe book some excursions together. So that's what I was thinking about for the future. Yeah, and I'm really trying not to let my food guilt steal my joy for this cruise, because the food is pretty darn good. What am I having for dinner tonight? I'm going to the Wake. It's a restaurant called the Wake, and um it's a little bit more frou food. I didn't really like my appetizer, even though I love bone marrow. It was a bone marrow appetizer, but because of the GLP-1 medication, it makes it actually really hard to take in anything that's really fatty. So anything really greasy or fatty, I find I get food aversion from. So I really had some strong food aversion when I put the bone marrow in my mouth. But I did enjoy. I think I ended up again having a ribeye, because that's, like, the only beef that they seem to serve on the ship, which is great. But 3 restaurants now, I've ended up having a ribeye. Uh, the only one I didn't was the um, Italian restaurant. And you know what? When I'm done here, maybe I'll go straight to the Italian restaurant and see if they have a table. And if they don't, then I'll just keep my reservation for the Wake. But I don't know. I just want that soup so bad, because it was just had so many good fresh vegetables in it. And like I said, I love fresh vegetables, and it's kind of hard to find just good, un unmurdered vegetable. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they try to make them too much of this and that and put 100 things on them, when I just want good flavored seasoned vegetables. So bored, look in her eyes. I use the Embody H30 scale, so no subscription on that. I'll have to look into that because I definitely don't want a scale with a subscription service attached to it. And Chris says hormones. Yeah, sometimes eating with no worries will give you a big drop. It fools the body. And I'm going to say that the last two cruises that I went on, I did gain like a pound each cruise when I weighed in on the day I returned. But then the very next week, I think each of them, I lost at least 3 pounds. So I'm, so that means I need to lose that 4 pounds of water weight and at least a pound or two. So I need a 5 pound loss in 2 weeks from now. So pray for me, people. Pray for me. Hey, Mary Ellis. You okay? So the trip is great so far. Loving Virgin Voyages. I'd show you my balcony, but it's getting dark. You can't really see. You can see yourselves on my iPad, and I'll show you my cabin. So this is my bed. It's not a gigantic cabin, but pretty good use of space. And there's like a little table here, and I have you all sitting on a table, and I'm sitting in a chair. Straight across from me is a desk, but there's no drawers. It's not. I don't know. It's weird. There's no drawers in this cabin except in the closet, which is all well and great, but I want drawers at my desk so I can keep my makeup and all my charging supplies near the power outlets because there are no power outlets in the closet. Um, yeah, and JC Calamity Jane says it will be gone. I hope so. So, Mariella, if you missed the weigh in, the day I weighed in the morning I was leaving for the cruise, I weighed in at like 4:30 in the morning and I gained 4 pounds. So I didn't hit my 60 pound loss. All I needed was one pound and I didn't hit it. I know there are some in the chat or maybe some in my channel that do use a vibration plate. I think it's Brit. I think Brit uses one. Some people do find them helpful. I don't usually tend to have terrible swelling because I take medication. But oh, Mary Ellis uses one and loves it. I've been thinking about getting one. Yeah, and sometimes you're right, Grace. Sometimes we need to eat more to help our metabolism because I do really try and stick with the calorie limit, or usually I'm actually under like my 1,566 calories. I'm usually under that each week or like almost right on top of it. And I really try not to stray from it at all. But yeah, you're right. Sometimes um, we do need to eat a little bit more. But with my birthday and the weekend before Valentine's Day, my friends were in town, and so we kind of uh, grazed our way through charcuterie boards. And had a few meals that probably packed on the water weight. Um, but hopefully it will be gone soon enough. Um, so Board Look in Her Eye says, I use a slim pot at the spot, has a red light heat and vibration plate you lay on. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, you know what I would love? Oh, now look, now you got me thinking of more things to spend money on. I love like warm things touching my skin that don't stay warm for too long. Like I going in a hot tub is hard because you get in there and for me it's like about after 5 minutes like I'm done because I feel like I'm boiling, but like hot stone massage, oh my gosh. I love a good hot stone massage. Uh and man, that sounds good right now. But I'm trying to control myself. So I do have on Friday booked. I do have an update to my tattoo because I'm missing Sheldon, Kevin, and Malibu off of my paws. Marcia here is the only living cat on this thing on this tattoo. I actually had 5 living when I got this inked 11 years ago. So I am gonna spend the money on board and have them do it. and it's not terribly expensive. It's $300. Now I paid 150 to have this done, but again, that was 11 years ago. So $300, I would say I'm probably paying a $50 premium for having it done on board, but I would hope these people uh, are much better artists than some of the people that I might find in my local area because I don't really know anybody. Uh, I don't know that I would go back to the person that I had it done because it was kind of far away. So next time you see me, I will have additional paw prints on my arm. And boy, look at spa on a cruise is so expensive. Yes. Oh my gosh. The last time I got a massage on Icon of the Sea, I think it was it Icon of the Seas. Oh no, with Norwegian Prima, the lady would not shut up. The whole entire time she was massaging me, she was just trying to sell me, "Oh, I can't believe you're only doing an hour. Why can't we do an hour and a half? Blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "It's because, lady, I have a back injury and I can't lay down on my stomach and I can't lay down on my back for more than a few minutes. So, like, get with it." So, uh, yeah, drove me crazy. But yeah, hot stone massage is amazing. Oh, I just love the feeling of that heat on your skin and getting it deep into the muscles, but then being able to take it off and not getting overheated because I can get overheated with the best of them. I can't believe I missed my lives today for a Zumba class that ended up being canceled. It happens, it happens, it happens. Yeah, Grace, like awkward, like the whole. And then I kept saying to the lady, like, "Hey, like I have a back injury and I can't lay in that position," and completely ignored me. Like I was just trying to ask for some accommodation because like I can't lay flat on my back. Maybe when I've lost another 100 pounds, it won't be as so difficult having all the weight from my stomach pushing on my back. But like she was just not, her ears were turned off and her mouth was on. Yeah, sometimes the spa is worth it. I don't know, like when I go on my cruise in May, I know a lot of people are doing the like thermal suite on that cruise, and it's really not expensive. It was just a couple $100. Uh, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll have to think about it. Yeah, that's just this upselling. Oh my God. Yeah, and of course she tacked on a 20% tip without asking. Yeah. That's it. They just want our money and charge you more and more. And that's what I love about Virgin is like nobody's sticking their hand out for tips. So I'm really unsure when I get my tattoo tomorrow afternoon, am I supposed to tip them? Should I be tipping them? I would think so. I'll have to remember. So what are people, anybody who's gotten a tattoo? I know in the US, like they expect you to tip. Like I paid 150 for this tattoo and I probably tipped 20%, which was another $30. Um, but yeah, I I'm guessing I need to tip them. Well, thank you, Mariella. Have a good evening. Yes, yes, Grace, it has a tattoo parlor on board, and they also do piercings. I was gonna have them re-pierce my ears because they've closed up. Like because I sleep with the CPAP and I kept ripping my earrings out, I'd go to take it off, not thinking about it, and I was always pulling my earrings out and hurting myself. So I stopped wearing them a couple years ago. But they wanted like $60 for 2 holes, and I have 3 sets of holes, so I wasn't gonna drop $180 for them to put, uh, earrings back in this. I'll just go to Claire's or something if Claire's exist. Um, they are charging me $300 total, so I'm getting 3 more paws added. So it is expensive. I would say I'm probably paying about 75 to $50 more than getting it on land, but honestly, I just haven't had time on land. So I'm just going to get it done Friday night, the last night of the cruise. After I get back from Bimini, we're going to Bimini tomorrow, and I'm actually going to attempt to get in the water at the ocean because, and I haven't done that in a freaking eternity. Yeah, and Dina, yeah, Holland America, really pressed from your total. So expensive. Couple $100. Just crazy, crazy. Yeah, Himalayan salt sauna, red light sauna. Yeah, they have those, I think, on most of the ships. Yes, Grace, you need to go on Virgin. They have piercing, tattoos, alcohol shop, all kinds of good stuff. And they don't censor their music, so if there's bad language, they don't censor their music, and they don't overtly play stuff with foul language like every single song. But every once in a while, like someone on the staff, like if they're like doing a show or doing the music, someone will make an adult joke, but it's not offensive. Nobody's doing anything offensive. But last night we had a great time on Scarlet Night. They had the crew out, all the dancers out, and like trying to get people dancing through in the hallways. And they turned off a lot of the lights on the ship and then put out red lights all over. It was really a lot of fun. Yeah, I get that cruise workers live off of tips, but that's kind of really not my problem, man. Like the cruise lines need to pay them, but on Virgin, they do pay them. So people here aren't, it's a total different vibe. So it's just like, I don't know. It just pisses me off for a lot of the cruise lines. You pay so much money to be on the ships, but then they're nickel and diming you for everything. And then all of their staff is so busy begging you for money that they don't even provide good service because they're just too uh, busy begging for money. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Chris, was the tattoo shops for piercing. She said they were going to use a needle versus the blunt end method, but I just didn't want to drop another, what, six times three, another $180 just to reopen up my piercings in my ears. And they're standard piercings. So, like, if she would have said $60 for all of them, I would do it. So I'll ask them again Friday if she meant $60 for just the two holes, or if all, I have five holes because I got two sets and then one extra because my mom, like, we didn't have enough money for both of us to get our ears pierced, so I got one half and my mom got the other. Kind of mother daughter bonding thing. Yep, Dina, there will be lots of pictures from my trip. Oh, don't forget, I have another channel. I have If You Seek Amy K, and it comes up in the live chat. So if you want to see my cruise content from this channel, make sure that you this channel. If you want to see my cruise content that's unrelated to weight loss, make sure that you check out If You Seek Amy K. I do have a gambling video up right now about a big win that I had in the casino. I'll be doing a room tour. I'll be doing what I liked and didn't like about the cruise ship. And then I'll probably do one about like them not giving me information about the casino program and see if I get anything when I get home out of the casino program. And on that channel, I am 120 subscribers away from monetization. So I'm getting there slowly, but I'm getting there. Yeah, you pay $25 a hole. Yeah, they wanted $60 and I don't know how many holes that covered, which talk about adult content. But if it was all five holes, $60 is a good price. Yes, it is a Britney Spears reference. And yeah, but I had to add the K because everybody was it used to be my channel used to be just if you seek Amy. But everybody's like, I can't find it because of the Britney Spears song. So when I added the K, if you type in if you seek Amy K, my channel comes up first because nobody else with that channel name is actually doing anything with their channel. But yeah, I think it's funny because I love the song, and I love kind of like the I don't know. I don't know. I loved the drama around the song about how they pulled it off the air because of the controversy around the title. And for those of you who don't understand, say if you seek Amy really fast and just keep saying it over and over until you get it. You'll get it. Your light bulb will go off. But yeah, I don't know. And also too, I was kind of like I started the channel because I'm on a journey to find myself and on a journey to travel the world. And so I was kind of out there seeking Amy, and I thought it was very apropos, uh, and just fit what I was doing. And a lot of people love the name, and it's easy to remember. That's really the biggest thing. It's easy to spell, it's easy to remember. And don't forget, for those of you that are still hanging in there, I'm just getting ready to wrap up because I have dinner reservations shortly. But don't forget hashtag FOURCATS, hashtag 4cats. If you want to share your YouTube channel, I always welcome everybody to promote themselves. This is Connect and Grow Community. I need to do a banner for other people that I watch that are Connect and Grow communities. So if you have a channel in the travel space, Foodies Vacation, and it's FOODIES apostrophe no, FOODIE apostrophe S Vacations. Vicky over at Foodies Vacations is another Connect and Grow channel. Uh, you know what? I will type her Foodies Vacations. I'll type her in the chat. She does a live stream 5 days a week, uh, and you can meet a lot of other like minded vacation people over there. So if you want to promote your content or see what it's all about or get ideas for other vacation channels, that is a good place to go. And as far as like other weight loss channels, JC Calamity Jane does do a little bit of GLP-1 content, Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey, Harjory and Annette at DBOSSWAY, so at D Bossway, and that is her YouTube channel name. So definitely check them out. And actually, most of you in here, like Britt and Grace, guys, don't forget 4cats, hashtag 4cats, because this will show up in the live stream in 24 hours from now. So if you want to check out anybody else's channel that you haven't checked out before, oh, Mariella left without doing it. So Mariella at 360 is another channel. Um, but it will reappear 24 hours after this post in the live stream. The live chat will appear so you can go back and click on anybody's channel. So, yeah, Grace, hashtag 4cats. There you go. Yeah, so anybody who wants to share their channel, do it now. I have about a 30-second outro, and that'll give you time to put that in the chat. So I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today and checking out my absolutely ridiculous weigh in. I'm not going to say weight loss, but weigh in and checking in on me on my vacation. It is Thursday night. So I've got all day tomorrow, Friday, and that is a beach day, tattoo day. And then another fantastic dinner. And then sadly, on Saturday, I will be traveling home, and I wish somebody lived in my area because the metro is not running. Well, it would take two buses for me to get from the airport to the Roslyn metro station where I need to connect. Uh, and it's going to end up taking me 2 hours to use the freaking metro. So I'm just going to have to take a taxi. But unfortunately, my friends that live in the area are out of town, or they said they would come pick me up, but they're going to be flying into the other airport on the other side of town. But yeah, it's going to be a ridiculous travel day on the way back. So I'll see you guys, see everybody next week, and hopefully I should have a video out Monday. I'm trying to remember what my video was going to be about. Um, hmm. I think I have it filmed, but I don't remember. That's how this trip is going. I don't remember what my video is about. But I thought I had it filmed already. Maybe I did. I think I sat down and filmed it earlier in the week while I was on the trip. So you'll get to see the cabin again. So thank you, everybody. And thank you, Grace. Yeah, Grace, you're doing amazing because you just hit 60 pounds down. I was really trying to be down 60 pounds with you, but such is life. So we will get there slowly. But thanks, everyone. And oops, gotta get my finger around to turn off the comments for the outro. And I will see you again next week. Have a great one. I can find the outro. Hold on. It's around here somewhere. There we go. There's the button. Have a good
I've cried in silence, but I'm done with that. Now I rise with rhythm, need imagine that. Strong legs, brave heart, I'm building my pace. Dancing through the chaos, finding my grace. 180